Is this or is it not the end of the pandemic?
I don't think so, Karina. It's nice to hear some soothing words, but this is the same head of the World Health Authority who, in July, only 2 months ago, said the end is nowhere in sight. So it's amazing what a difference 8 weeks can make. I would take his words with a serious grain of salt. He did go on to qualify it, of course, to say, new variants, etc. And he also said that the WHO was warning that relaxed COVID testing and surveillance in many countries means that cases are going unnoticed. And we know that for a fact. How many people do we know in Australia who've had COVID and it never even gets recorded? But there's no single sort of cookie cutter approach to this. It varies according to winter in the Northern Hemisphere, the Southern Hemisphere summer, different countries, poorer countries, Papua New Guinea, Africa. A lot of these countries, many people haven't even had one single vaccination. So we're lucky in Australia. So I think it's too early to declare the end is nigh.
Yeah, so what does this mean for Australia?
Well, Australia actually is going through a particularly bad period. I mean, 3,000 aged care deaths this year alone. It's dreadful, that number of death toll for innocent people. It's up 36% since the Albanese government came to power. They campaigned on how appalling the government's record was. It's up 36%. I'd like to hear the Prime Minister questioned about why it is going up so highly and what this government's doing about it. It was easy to criticise the previous government. So in Australia, we're certainly not out of the woods. It's all over the place. I mean, anecdotally, we all know people. Now it's not a big thing. People just say, oh, look, I've got COVID or I'm at home with COVID. It's not what it was 2 years ago. So I think we're going to have to live with this and be careful for some time.
Yeah, so you say we still need to remain cautious and careful. Is that the main message coming out of the WHO?
I think so, although they haven't addressed the systemic issue of all of those poorer countries. As long as there are millions and millions of people in Africa and other places and Asia who haven't had a single vaccination, we're all in danger. We all have a potential problem. We need to look at it globally. The WHO is meant to do that. Let's hope they are doing that now.
A marathon runner does not stop when the finish line comes into view. She runs harder with all the energy she has left. So must we. We can see the finish line. We are in a winning position. But now is the worst time to stop running. Now is the time to run harder and make sure we cross the line and reap the rewards of all our hard work.